Hey everybody, Pat Flynn here, back again with Kettlebell Quickies, and I'm going to show you two very common kettlebell swing mistakes and how to correct them right away. Chances are, if there is a mistake happening with the kettlebell swing, 99.1765 and 1/3% chance it's one of these two mistakes. I'm going to show you these mistakes, and then I'm going to give you 3 drills to fix them. They're awesome drills. They work 87.91 and 1/5% of the time. So follow me. Here's mistake. Both of the mistakes are mistakes either with the whole body. Both mistakes involve the whole body, but one is more of a lower body mistake. One is more of an upper body mistake. So here's mistake number 1, the infamous squatty swing, right? So you see this a lot. People tend to, it's kind of hard for me to do because I never really do this. They tend to do this, right, with the swing. They squat the swing. That's not what a swing should look like, right? A swing is a hinge, so your butt goes back more than it goes down. So the squatty swing is mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 is the shruggy swing, right? So you got the squatty swing, that's the kind of lower body mistake, and then the shruggy swing is this, right? Where they're turning the exercise kind of into a delt raise, and the surefire sign that somebody is doing the shruggy swing is that kettlebell is sagging, it's dragging, it's lagging behind. So we have the squatty swing, we have the shruggy swing. How do we fix these mistakes? Drill number 1 is the crane drill, the hinge crane drill. So this is a great drill because it actually helps work on both of these mistakes. It works like this. You're gonna have somebody start by just picking up the kettlebell. It doesn't even matter if they squat to pick it up. You just gotta get them to hold the kettlebell right in front, then find a comfortable, athletic stance. If somebody doesn't know what their athletic stance should be, just tell them to hop up and down 3 times. Chances are they'll land in it. And then from here, what you wanna have people try to do, or even yourself, is just imagine you're trying to put the kettlebell down as far behind your heels as possible. Now, if you have that target in mind, you're naturally gonna start pushing your butt back. So if you're imagining you're trying to land the kettlebell behind your heels, you're gonna feel this incredible stretch as the kettlebell goes back. Now, here's the key. Don't worry about getting the kettlebell to the ground. You won't do it. I don't want you to do it. I just want you to focus on, as if you were to put the kettlebell on the ground, it would land very far behind your heels. All right, so this is fixing the squatty pattern to drill the hinge, but now what we can do to fix the shruggy pattern is to perform what's called a high pole catch. And from here, what we want to practice is just snapping the hips forward and floating the kettlebell up. The key to a good kettlebell swing is getting the float on the kettlebell from the hip snap. So we combine these 2 drills. We perform this crane drill, imagining we're trying to position the kettlebell behind the heels, and then we just pop the hips, float the kettlebell up, catch it in front of our chest, not with our mouth. Orthodontia is still expensive. Ask my wife. Push it back, push it back, push it back. Hold, pause, feel the stretch, jump through your heels, okay? Push back, jump through your heels. So that is drill number 1. And then of course, after you run the drill a couple times or you have your client run the drill, just have them do a few swings and just see if things look better. And 76.1799 and 1/8% of the time, all the problems will be gone. Maybe you need another drill or 2 to really just try and hammer it home. Here's a very easy one. One of the things that tends to connect with people when trying to teach them a proper hip hinge is to connect it with something they already know. Most people know how to jump, and they also know how to jump for a distance. And the thing with the kettlebell swing is it actually fairly closely resembles a broad jump, whereas if I was just going to leap for as much distance as I could, I'll naturally push the hips back and then spring myself forward. So the drill we can use without any weight whatsoever to pattern this is called the chop and pop. You take your hands, you chop your hips back like you're going to leap, and then you just pop them forward, and imagine that you're going to jump forward, but through your heels, so your heels don't leave the ground. This is just jumping through your heels. Chop, pop, chop, pop, chop, pop. This is your swing. Chop, pop. Connect it to a broad jump. Come back to the kettlebell. Chop, pop. Chop, pop. No squatty swings here. No shruggy swings. So again, this is addressing both problems. The chop addresses the squatty problem. The pop addresses the shruggy problem. One more drill. This more so for the shruggy problem, and sometimes this is a great fix. You just have to be prudent about when to use it, is just a heavier kettlebell. So sometimes, it's fine to use a lighter weight starting out, but the truth is, if you go too light, it's too easy to cheat the movement. You can shrug the weight up too easy, and a lot of people will. So sometimes the best way to just force yourself to use your hips more in the swing is to pick a weight where you can't easily shrug it. So if you just go to a heavier kettlebell, if I try to shrug this, oh man, I'm pretty strong, but that's tough. This is a weight that I naturally want to use my hips. Boom. So it's just a sneaky little thing. Again, make sure that you're warmed up before you bump the weight up, or your client's warmed up and the mechanics are good otherwise. But sometimes the best and quickest fix is just to use a heavier weight. Those are 3 drills to fix 2 common mistakes. I hope you like this video. If so, like it, comment, share, strong on, subscribe. Hey, before you go, if you want to be so much more awesome and fit, then grab this book, and there is a 100.77, 96, and 10/3% chance that all that is going to happen in your life very quickly. It's called Strong On. It's on Amazon. Everybody loves it. They can't stop talking about it, especially how orange the cover is. Go get it.